Hello and welcome! I love games that push the limit, that do what we think aren't possible on the systems that they're for. These games typically try to simulate 3D in some capacity, and they do a fantastic job with it. One of these games is Enduro for the Atari 2600, and in my opinion, it's one of the best. Check out Kid Kong from us at 16-Bit Games. It's a simple arcade game with a unique controller that allows you to play in both landscape and portrait. It's available for free on Android, so check it out in the links in the description. Enduro is a pole position clone made by Activision for the Atari 2600, where it tries to mimic driving on the actual road. And with so little on the screen, it does manage to pull off a very convincing effect. But I know what you might be thinking. Isn't this just pole position for the Atari 2600? And you are right. Both games do manage to push the Atari 2600 beyond the limits of what it can do. However, Enduro does two things differently. First, it has better sprite scaling, so distance cars actually look like cars. And second, Enduro can do this. As you can tell, Enduro means endurance racing, and in Enduro you race through a variety of scenarios. You'll be driving on the road, in the snow, at the evening, black of night, and during the dawn. And all through this, you're going to be doing one simple task: passing as many cars as you can. If you crash into a car, more cars will fly by and you have to pass them all over again. It's a very simple to understand game, but a very complex one to fully grasp. When you compare it with more modern racing games, it does look a little dated, but when you compare it to racing games of the era, Enduro looks fantastic. And while racing, you sort of go into a zen state, where you're relaxed, focused purely on the road. And when this happens, the game doesn't feel like it came out in 1983, it feels like it came out in 2013. But that zen state quickly comes to an end when you immediately crash, and you will crash a lot. And this is due to the game's increased difficulty, partially due to the fact that the Atari 2600 joystick isn't really designed for a game like this, and partially because the cars do feel a bit randomized. I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. There are only ever 4 cars on the road at any given moment. So if you focus on that, the rest of the game will fall into place. Now, as an Atari 2600 game, Enduro is well worth your money. In my view, it's the single best racing game on the system. But because the game pushed the limit of the 2600 so much, I feel that it's not just good as a 2600 game, but it's good as a video game, period. Even if you don't have an Atari 2600, this is one of those must-play games that everyone should have an opportunity to play. It's fun and enjoyable whether you live in 1983 or 2013, so it doesn't matter how you play this game. You should just go out, find a way, and have some fun with Enduro. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and take care.